All right, family, Black Power. Y'all know what time it is. It's the general. We black in the house. Got a very powerful lecture today, giving mad tribute to the great of all greats, Dr. Yusuf Ben Yakanan. It's such an honor to be able to jump it off with my grandmaster teacher. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, I want y'all know what time it is. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sara Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies. Got African and Kemetic jewelry for the kings and queens out there. Holistic tonics and remedies. Immune boosters for the family out there. You know, got incense and oil. You know what I'm saying? Even got home decor and accessories for the family. You understand? To get your temple right. You know what I'm saying? So get on over there right now. We got 15% off. It don't matter how much you spend. We got you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We accommodating all the family. So get on over there. We got the code for your family. When you get on over there, the code is right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push it back for the family. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody get, you know, what they need. But you copy that code and then you plug it on in and you get your 15% off whatever you order, family. So get on over there. To my family out there, Seti University of Ancient and Modern African Wisdom and Knowledge. Got over 800 videos, lectures, too raw for YouTube, banned videos, ancient Egyptian, Nubian teachings. You understand? We got Olmec Voyages of the Nile series. We got from Naga to Nil. You understand? That series. We got so many lectures. You understand? From down through the ages. And it's all African-centered knowledge, all world religions, occult science, Freemasonry, behind-the-scenes footage, Black power, politics, and economics. You understand the complete General Sara Seti website, generalseti.com. Get on over there. Get yourself together. The Black Netflix. All the descriptions, all the links is right down in the this video description. So when you hit that link, be prepared to think. You feel me? Just did one over there on Patreon, Occult Origins of the Comic Plague 2, Blood Wars. You got to, you know, go over there and get that information. It's too raw for YouTube. You understand? Too raw for YouTube. So, you know, I did it live on my Patreon, and this is what type of live streams you get on over there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get that exclusive work. Patreon, General Sara Seti. Become a patron. It don't matter what tier you are. You're going to get some work. Believe me. You're going to get that work. So don't worry. You understand? As you go up, you understand what I'm saying? You get more gravy on them biscuits and them potatoes. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that go. You Seti Live is lit. I want y'all to get it and make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages. General Seti, Sara Seti, and King Seti, which I'm dropping heavy material over there on King Seti from the master teachers, just going down my visual library, pulling up all the great works that I could remember from, you know, down through the years, you know, and then I'm uploading it up there for the family because I know it's going to bring nothing but supreme wisdom and knowledge. So get on over there, King Seti, Sara Seti, and General Seti YouTube page. Make sure you hit that damn notification bell so you know when I'm going live, and get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. We got some hard live streams coming up. You know what I'm saying? Next month, November 14th, the power of ancient Egypt, the complete, you know, documentary lecture from the general, from pre-dynastic Egypt to all the greats of dynastic Egypt, kings and queens, goddesses and gods, temples, cities. You see what I'm saying? Even the expansion of the Nile Valley into the other continents, and establishing the earlier civilizations of all continents. So this is just one you don't want to miss. If ancient Egypt is your study, you most definitely don't want to miss this. Okay, this is November 14th. Right down in the video description, you can hit that link, get your ticket, and be in the house. Have the family there. And also, not this one, what other? That's right, the Olmec voyages of the Nile, the Aboriginal Black Indian myth exposed. I'm going to be scalping niggas on that day, straight up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to have niggas running up out their moccasins on that day, straight up. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to be fleeing because I'm going to be scalping niggas. You know, I'm tired of this anti-African, not out of Africa, you know, fraudulent ideology. I got to put hands on niggas because, you know, they just disrespectful to the our slave trade, you know, and letting this beast off the hook. You understand? For the genocide he's committed on our people, talking about the African slave trade didn't happen. We got to put hands, you know, we got to put academic hands on these niggas. And that's what's going to happen. So that's going to be on Thanksgiving. So I'm going to come right and I'm scalping pilgrims and fake ass wannabe black Indians. I'm scalping them both. So be prepared that day to be, you know, when it be on something like that, I show out. I show out. So like I said, you're going to have all type of motherfuckers running up out their moccasins shit, and there's going to be a whole lot of cats missing scalps on that day. So make sure you hit that link down in the description, get your ticket, be on board, because I guarantee you, I'm going to rock the house. Make sure you have your family right there. Eat all your turkey and shit, and do whatever you got to do, and then plug in, and I guarantee you, your family gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna show out for you. All right. Now, we about to get right here. We about to get with the master teacher. Why is Dr. Joseph Ben Yakanan one of the greatest teachers that ever lived? You know what I'm saying? And it's so profound what this man done for our people. You know, it's so profound. And, you know, and because our people, you know, have, you know, we get off into the visuals and we forget who even plugged us into this information. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? Let me just tell you like this. Prior to Dr. Ben, the only time niggas talked about Egypt was with goddamn Moses in the Exodus. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have no knowledge of no damn, you know, these temples. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't have no knowledge of the gods and goddesses. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't have no knowledge of the temples and the holy cities of the Nile Valley. Only thing them niggas knew about, you know, you had biblical and Quranic Egypt. That's all you had. You see what I'm saying? And then it came a great power in the universe that, you know, turned and tore the very fabric of our thinking. You understand what I'm saying? And opened up the door to a consciousness that prior to Dr. Ben, you know, was for the masses. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, all of our people wasn't ignorant to our Nile Valley studies, but no one brought the mass awareness of the Nile Valley, you understand, to our consciousness, wherever you at on the goddamn planet. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers out here. They, like I say, we got a lot of t-shirt and necklace niggas. You need them, I got them for you. That's not a problem. You understand? I'm trying to make you a complete, you know, warrior scholar. You see what I'm saying? Both. You understand? Got your sword in one hand, got your scroll in the other. God damn it, and when you ain't got the scroll, you ain't reading your scroll, nigga, you got your sword at work. You see what I'm saying? This is what we're about. But some of us is costume revolutionaries. And do you understand what I'm saying? They don't got no scholarship. You understand? They don't have no scholarship. They don't know the great ones. They're not in them scrolls. You understand what I'm saying? At all. And most of these niggas don't even know how to spell Egypt. They don't even know how to spell Egypt. They don't even know how to spell Africa. And that's real talk. And you think it's funny, but it's not funny. You see what I'm saying? And so, as early, I was studying, I've been studying for a long time. And I seen, and before Dr. Ben, I was already academic, into my academics. That's why it was so easy for me to come up into, because I was already into Greek mythology, Roman mythology as a young man. So, these was my subjects as a young man, all through school. And when it came to history and all, geography and shit, I was at the top. Even when I went into the white man's school, higher education, I was out there dragging their goddamn professors. You understand what I'm saying? And dragging their ass. Some motherfuckers throw a little And you know what I'm saying? And, and I just, that's where I was with it. And so before I, met Dr. Ben, I was into the, my uncle Rashid he was a Muslim. You understand? No doubt about love him. He was the first, brother along with my uncle Pianki. But my uncle Pianki came, I was hearing him going to Egypt, but, I didn't get into the literature yet. So I was coming through my uncle Rashid, and most of the material I was getting was Black Islam. You know what I'm saying? And so that was still empowering to me. Yet and still, I still knew some shit wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't want to hear about all this, motherfucker blew the moon up and all this, and motherfuckers living, 400,000 years and, and all this shit. I just, I couldn't, I knew it was something missing. You see what I'm saying? But I still, I did my studies and this, that, and the third. And, I was, studying Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm, them was my, and then, my uncle going to Egypt with Dr. Ben. He was coming over and he was dropping, my grandmama, his mother, and I was staying with my grandmother at the time. And, and I would come in the house and I look down on the damn, on the dining room table, and I saw these books. You know what I'm saying? And I seen, some damn Tahuti. That was Tahuti, but I'm had the scale and shit on the damn book. I said, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And I opened it up and I started going through it. And at that time I heard of Dr. Ben. I just saw his literature, and seen no literature by Dr. Ben. And so, I opened it up, and then, I seen he had something in there talking about the 42 negative confessions of my. You know what I'm saying? That's critical right there. When we talk about the greatness of Dr. Ben, wasn't nobody teaching about no 42 negative confessions of my before Dr. Ben on a mass level. Okay, like I said, it's always somebody that might be, but when we talking about who brought it to the masses, where it's at today, you understand what I'm saying? Not an individual, but millions of people. You see what I'm saying? It was Dr. Ben. You see, he brought that kind. And so I, looking at, seeing all these gods and, what I assumed was gods. You know what I'm saying? And I, at that time, I was skipping through, and Dr. Ben, and you got to be prepared to really, really get in your studies when you're dealing with Dr. Ben. You understand what I'm saying? Because Dr. Ben, not only is he going to teach, you understand what I'm saying, ancient Egypt, he going to teach Black power. You understand what I'm saying? And if you ain't ready, you understand what I'm saying? You ain't ready for that, nigga, you gonna deter. You gonna make, you know what I'm saying? And so, that was my first introduction to Dr. Ben, just looking at the manuscripts. You understand? And seeing the gods. And another thing, the temples. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Ben, when you open up Dr. Ben's, he had the images of the sacred temples. He was teaching on the temples. Now, I give, we got some great teachers out there. You see what I'm saying? When we talking about Chancellor Williams, John G. Jackson. I give John G. Jackson high praise also because he was being, he's as great as he was. You understand what I'm saying? But when Dr. Ben bust that hole in the universe, all those teachers became more relevant. You see what I'm saying? Nobody was out there studying no damn John G. Jackson or none of before Dr. Ben bust the rift and ripped that damn hole in the universe and brought our consciousness through where these teachers would even be relevant. You see what I'm saying? I got some photos I'm gonna drop down too. So though Dr. Chancellor Williams, John G. Jackson, and Sheikh Diop and a lot of people like to give Sheikh Diop, high praise, but when I seen his white wife, I just scratched his ass up on off the list. You know what I'm saying? I can't give no nigga no credit, and you sitting up there with the white woman. And so that, and so some niggas is all right. I read a couple things, but nigga, you dropped the ball right there. You know what I'm saying? Very seriously. Not just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so you can't be married to no white woman, and Walter Williams too. But like I say, Dr. Ben bust that. And so, I studied Walter Williams also. And you understand what I'm saying? But like I say, not even Walter Williams. And he know that. He know that. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Ben built the audience to even try to, imagine a black African Egypt. See, he built the audience. And so when the other scholars came, they had something to, you understand, you could, now your books are more relevant now because of the audience that Dr. Ben built. You understand what I'm saying? Man, get out of here. I know goddamn, I know ain't nobody said no goddamn Malachi Z. York with his thieving ass. You understand what I'm saying? Come on now, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you saying what I'm saying. But don't be confused. That shit Dr. Malachi Z. York was talking was some goddamn interplanetary bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't care what he built. I don't give a fuck what he built. It ain't there no goddamn more. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you build on bullshit, it's destined to goddamn fall. You understand what I'm saying? And so that nigga disrespected ancient Egypt. I got all the goddamn videos. And then the nigga come right disrespected ancient Egypt. This down in the third, and then brought his ass right around and took his ass down to Georgia and built his whole fucking compound like ancient Egypt. No, nigga, no, we gonna tell the goddamn truth. Don't sit up here and say, no, nigga, let me know why I'm telling a goddamn lie. Nigga, I got the goddamn facts. Said Dr. Ben was not only Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark too. Said he was a goddamn demon. And you know what? I tell the story over and 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 over again. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it no goddamn more. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all niggas. So I'm not gonna even, cause this is the type of shit, and this is another reason why niggas don't understand the information now. Because it's crazy ass niggas like him that'll come in and bring some fraudulent fucking information that don't make no goddamn sense and mix it up with all this goddamn interplanetary bullshit and then fuck the people head up to the truth of the matter. You see what I'm saying? And so that's another reason why we're in the predicament we're in today, and that's why we always got to stay solid. We always got to stay solid in what we, as far as, who we gonna accept information from. You see what I'm saying? We already know Walter Williams is a god. And, you know, that's one of my other master teachers. Let me get on off here. I got some, some slides that I wanted to show. Improve. God damn it. See what I'm saying? Now this right here, I love this right here. This is presiding priest, most worshipful master, Dr. being reciting the prayer of Kanun. You hear that? Now, this shit right here, don't worry about that nigga. That nigga say one more thing, I'm gonna block his ass forever. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't no troll. He good. I need shit like that. Every blue moon, I need a motherfucker come in there so I can put them. It ain't no problem. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? And so he at the Grand Temple of Waset. You see what I'm saying? He's at the Grand Temple of Waset. And this is 1989. Now, goddamn it, in 1989, Malachi Z. York was in some goddamn Assalamu Fakum. He wasn't in the ancient Egypt. And people don't understand what I'm going to run down, Doctor. In 1989, Dr. Ben did his jubilee year. That means he had done 50 years. So when you say, I want y'all to take this shit into, you know what I'm saying? This is all powerful. I love dropping facts on the Grandmaster. Let me go and drop facts. And it says on the ramp of the entrance to the holies of holies. You see what I'm saying? This is at Karnak. So this is the Grand Master, right? This is the Grand Master reading from the sacred scrolls of ancient Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? During the rituals and ceremonies of our ancestors in the holy temples in 1989, and on this, and right here at this moment, he done already done 50 years. He done already done 50. Because Dr. Ben went to Egypt in 1938. You can go watch the documentary, Tell It Like It Is, with Gil Noble, Tell It Like It Is, and he did the Dr. Ben, and when they both went to Egypt, you can go on there and that'll be the validation, but I got it here. So he went to Egypt in 1938. And so this is 1989, and he's doing his Jubilee year, 50th year in ancient Egypt. And at this time, motherfuckers still talking about Assalamu Alaikum. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You can't play nobody with that bullshit. Let me make sure I got family in. Like it is. That's right, like it is. What the fuck is you talking about? That ain't even motherfucker up for dispute. That just show you what you don't know. That just show you what you don't know. I'm gonna make sure. I might have to make sure I get me one of a couple of them soldiers out there. You understand what I'm saying? To moderate for me, just in case one of these crazy motherfuckers got something to say. You understand when you could tighten their ass up and get them on up off of that. You see, black man of the Nile. This is so you see right here, you see all the gods and goddesses. You understand what I'm saying? From the Nile Valley, all the way down there to Nubia. Black man of the Nile and his family. You understand? Got over 800 references. So majority, wait a minute, let me get you together. Let me see if I can do it right now. How do I don't know. I'm trying to see. I get it. I ain't gonna worry. I get it. I'm gonna look for you later. You understand what I'm saying? Get you on my team so we can, you know what I'm saying? So I can get me some goddamn savages out there in that comment box so I can, you can clean them up. You feel what I'm saying? And so the first thing right there, this is one of the great, and so the majority of the scholarship that niggas is quoting from out there. You understand what I'm saying? This book alone got over 800 references in it. Ain't no goddamn book I know got that many references in it. So you can get this one book and go into bibliography Goddamn, you could fill your whole damn, if you could get the books. Majority of them books is such classic books that you probably will spend your lifetime trying to get a third, a fourth of them, a fifth of them, if you could. You see what I'm saying? And so ain't no man, we talking about backing it up. You understand? With, heavy documentation. There's other one, Africa, mother of Western civilization, putting them heavyweights up there. You see what I'm saying? Africa, mother of Western civilization. This was another one. I used to use this all the time. Chronology of the Bible. Dr. Ben got so many books, though. You understand what I'm saying? Anything with Dr. Ben name on it is a scripture, a holy scripture. You understand what I'm saying? First and foremost, man. First and foremost. You understand? Outside of anybody. I don't give a goddamn who it is. I don't care who it is. And like I say, we got a lot of beloved. But in respect of the Nile Valley, this is the Grand Master of Grand Masters. Okay, period. You understand? Period. This is who I roll with. You understand what I'm saying? This is who I roll with. And African origins are a major Western religion. Another powerful manuscript. You got to have them four right there or sure enough get you together. But make sure, anything that you see with Dr. Ben name on it, Dr. Clark, Walter Williams, John G., all of that is sacred scripture. You see what I'm saying? And you got to have that. Presiding priest, most worshipful master brother, Dr. Ben reciting prayer of all time. Got the brothers in there. You understand? And this is the first time you start to see family with Kemetic names. Because when Dr. Ben was raising the brothers up in the craft, you understand, not the Western shit. You understand, he had been through that. You understand what I'm saying? But inducting the brothers in the African craft system. You understand, taking them to the Nile. These was the first brothers and sisters that I know of that started having Kemetic names. You see what I'm saying? Nobody was over here with no damn, Akhenatons and Piankis and Taakas and, you understand, Mentu Hoteps and, you understand what I'm saying, and all these names. Wasn't no peoples over here with those kind of names. You understand what I'm saying? It was the first brothers and sisters that was going on the sacred pilgrimage with the Grand Master, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakana. You know what? I'll get with y'all on the mod at the end. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go black in and I'm going to see, because my system right here is kind of, and when I see where I'll plug you in. You feel me? So just be, for the next time. Now, you see right here, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakanan, son of Julia and Craston Yakanan, father of 12 biological and 6 adopted children, husband of Gertrude M. England, was educated in the public schools in Brazil, South America, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix in Puerto Rico, PhD in cultural anthropology in Cuba, and a PhD in Moorish history in Spain. He also received a law degree in Cuba. Dr. Ben is an architect. Dr. Ben, as he is affectionately known, has practiced law as an assistant prosecutor in Puerto Rico and has worked as a civil engineer in both Puerto Rico and the United States. Wait a minute. From 1945 to 1970, Dr. Ben was the chief of the African desk of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, UNESCO, dealing with cultural, anthropological, historical, and archaeological information. He also served as the civilian advisor to the permanent African missions to the United Nations from 1957 to 1964. Dr. Ben has taught in numerous universities in the Caribbean, North America, and South America. What is the second half of it? Hold on. Let me get the second half of it. Let me get that second. Where is it? There it go right there. Let me get it up there. Dr. Ben was a professor at Al-Azhar University in Egypt. So for all you niggas talking assalamu alaikum, you understand what I'm saying? You got to be of the high. You talking about Al-Azhar University is the highest citadel of Islamic academia in the world. And so I like to see all these motherfuckers that claim to be so, you understand, high in Islamic studies. I like to see your ass teach at Al-Azhar University. You see, and so in Egypt, and prior to that, he retired from Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. Dr. Ben is chairman of the Al-Kibulan Foundation and Al-Kibulan Books and Educational Material. He is author of 28 published books, 16 unpublished books, and a 6-volume encyclopedia on Africa. Dr. Ben is presently, now that just let you know when this was given. You understand? Is presently conducting tours to Egypt and the Nile Valley, and is presently directing an archaeological dig in Aswan, Egypt. See, that's another thing. When we talk about Dr. Ben, that he's the one that's a real archaeologist. You see what I'm saying? Dr. Ben is the only scholar that we had that put that spade in the ground. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no armchair scholars. You understand? We talking about the brother that put his money on up there. And, you know, because if you conducting an archaeological dig, you got to pay your workers. You understand what I'm saying? So Dr. Ben is a real Egyptologist, archaeologist, and dug in the ground for our works, for our ancestor work. Dr. Ben recently celebrated his jubilee year in Egypt, March 1939 to March 1989. God damn, Dr. Ben's resume is so thorough that it could never be duplicated because he was in Egypt at a time where a lot of things was still standing and still there. Shit, a lot of shit didn't disappear since Dr. Ben was in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just funny because the pictures I was showing y'all, with Dr. Ben in the Temple of Karnak at the Holy of Holies that's 1989. So the brother had done 50 years up to that point, and the damn picture was in black and white. You understand what I'm saying? So that just, and then Dr. Ben is the special advisor for the festival in Aswan, Egypt, 1991, the first African Nubian festival in Egypt. Now, I want to let people, and people don't know about that one. And people don't know about that festival that Dr. Ben headed in Aswan because tens of thousands of Africans came to that festival. I'm going to get y'all the documentation of that. You understand? That wasn't no tens of thousands of Africans came to that festival. And Dr. Ben was the head of that festival. We are most fortunate to be in the same space and time with this multi-genius. You see what I'm saying? And so, I came by way of knowing of Dr. Ben through my Uncle Pianki. And because my Uncle Pianki had went to Egypt with Dr. Ben 9 times. And he also went to the Sudan with him twice, and he went to Ethiopia. And 2 of them times, they did the whole Nile. You see what I'm saying? At one time, they went from Ethiopia into Sudan into Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? And imagine that, going the whole length of the Nile with the master. You see what I'm saying? And so, he kept that relationship with Dr. Ben all his life. You understand what I'm saying? All his life. And here my uncle is over there. That's at the Abu Simbel. And so that's where I got, that's how I got introduced into it. You see what I'm saying? And so, when I first met Dr. Ben, even though that's an older picture, that's actually the year that Dr. Ben passed. You know what I'm saying? That's actually the year Dr. Ben passed, but it was in January. Right there with. So I met Dr. Ben in 1988. You know, my uncle and, you know, all the family from Detroit who have been going to Egypt, you know, they got their group, they got their organization together. It was called Al-Kibalani Association at that time. And they brought Dr. Ben in, and you know what I'm saying? I got a chance to hear the master teacher. And they continued to bring him almost every year for almost at least 6, 7 years. You understand what I'm saying? So all them years I got a chance to see Dr. Ben. And this so old right here. That was 27. Before Dr. Ben I've been studying under Dr. You had 1988 to now. You understand? God damn. You know what I'm saying? You talking about 12 on top of, you know, I've been studying under Dr. Ben almost 33 years. You know what I'm saying? Without no hesitation. You understand saying that? You see? And so this was, you know, each year, this was 1991. The master came back to Detroit. Let me see. This was 1992. Him and Dr. Clark was, you know, and matter of fact, this one was, Dr. Clark was at this one too. You understand what I'm saying? So I saw Dr. Clark about 3, 4 times in Detroit before he passed. You see what I'm saying? This is in, what year was this? This is 1993. You understand? Dr. Ben. And some motherfuckers talking about, I laugh at motherfuckers because, I mean, if I just added up how many times that I seen Dr., you know, the years that I seen Dr. Ben, and motherfuckers got enough nerve to talk about, because they missed their opportunity. And they was right there up under Dr. Ben in the same cities and shit, and they missed their opportunity because they didn't know who he was. You understand what I'm saying? They was on some other shit. I got an opportunity to go and see the master teacher, Dr. John Henry Clark, when he passed. You see what I'm saying? This is when I went to see Dr. Ben. This was in Harlem. You know, so I traveled to Harlem to see Dr. Ben. This was 2000. And, you know, this was the magazine that my uncle and the Archaeological Association, they put out the Archaeological. And so this was the first, see, this was in 1980. So who is Ron? So this was like, you know, the catalyst that got me prepared, you know what I'm saying, for going into Dr. Ben books. Because this was a magazine, you see what I'm saying? And so I got an opportunity to see a lot of the gods and a lot of the pharaohs and a lot of the goddesses and queens. And so it prepared me for Dr. Ben's books. You see what I'm saying? Right there, Ramblin'. This is in 1989. You see what I'm saying? So when I say I've been studying for, I don't want no motherfucker to think they can box. Because you cannot box. You cannot box. You can't. There's no way you can do it. Only in your fragile mind. But it's not a problem for me to tighten your ass up if necessary. Because, you know, that's what I do. You see what I'm saying there? My uncle Pianki right there. You know what I'm saying? In the temple. You see what I'm saying? And so another thing that we got to bring up, or what Dr. Ben brought to our consciousness, was that the black woman was God. See, a lot of motherfuckers spew that shit, but they don't know the source of where it came, and a lot of people do. You understand what I'm saying? So when you take something as sacred as that saying, and don't even really know, ain't even got no idea how to break it down. Don't even have no idea how to break it down at all. This is the brother that opened up our consciousness to the black woman was God. And not in just saying it, breaking that shit down in a science where it's irrefutable. You understand what I'm saying? It's irrefutable for anybody to say otherwise. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers out here saying it today. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't have no link to the man whose heart was really into the teaching. Spirit was really into the teaching because he knew it. He had been all over the Africa, all through the Nile. He had seen the evidence of what he's seen it on the walls. You understand what I'm saying? This is not no shit that a motherfucker play with. This ain't nothing to be, this is actuality. This is the blueprint for global African supremacy. Once you see how it was done and seeing the greatness of how it was done. You understand what I'm saying? To where, you understand, no other peoples on the planet can duplicate what we done under this consciousness. I don't give a fuck what you built. It never can compare to what our ancestors laid down in the Nile Valley. So this was the ingredients. Y'all motherfuckers go with whatever the fuck you want to go with. Nigga, we already know where that shit gonna end up at. You understand what I'm saying? We already know. So we ain't got to, goddamn it, the mathematics has already been laid out for motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? And so it won't be long, motherfucker. Once you build on some insignificant, immoral, fantasyful shit, then it won't be long for your shit come collapsing down. So you see right there, I'm taking in the lineage, fearless, don't give a fuck, it's me. Don't give a goddamn who don't like it, it's me. And so I can speak fearlessly about what the man, and we're defending. It's a little silly niggas. You understand what I'm saying? But they so frail out there that would disrespect Dr. B. It was so frail, it only exposed their ass for what they are. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't went no further. You understand? Motherfuckers started thinking they was exposing Dr. Ben saying some shit, and then when the white man got on their ass, they went to running and fucking hiding and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Their ass was running and hiding, coming on, trying to talk proper. You understand when that white man knocked on them goddamn doors, them niggas got to talking proper. You understand what I'm saying? So you fake motherfuckers, we know, we see you. You understand what I'm saying? We see you. It can't stop the greatness. You see what I'm saying? And so just like the master teacher, Ashraf Kwesi sat down with the master teacher. I sat down with the master teacher. I sat right there, and that was the year I got raised. You understand what I'm saying? And you can see him in there breaking shit down. I brought my scrolls. I say, Dr. Bear, I done did my 3 years. He said I brought my scrolls, and he worked me some, he went over some things with me. He came, that's in Detroit. He came to Detroit. All right? Dr. Bill used to teach at Wayne State University. And so he got a lot of friends, elder friends in Detroit. And so, he got, Dr. Bill was, at this time, Dr. Bill was still old now. And Dr. Ben got on the plane by himself. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Ben got on the plane by himself and came to Detroit. And people, when they found out Dr. Ben, he was at the airport, all over Detroit was rushing to the airport to get Dr. Ben. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Ben was still getting up and making moves on his own. So he came to Detroit, and I knew it was the will of the ancestor. That even in the same year when I was raised, you know what I'm saying? And this was one of the books, these are the photos that I'm showing you come out of this book. And so this is one of them books you might can't even get your hands on right now. You might can go on, one of the, Amazon or something. Somebody might put it up there for you, but they're going to charge your ass for it. So you're going to be probably paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars trying to get this book. This books I got in my library. You understand what I'm saying? But there ain't no lies. We're going to have to, this just my scroll brary. You understand? We got to quit calling the library my scroll brary. You understand what I'm saying? So this is most definitely one of the scrolls that, that I was studying because I knew. I say, this is what the master teachers say. This is how we got, to conduct ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? And so here again, you see the family all down there. You see the recession and full movement from the Holy of Holies in the Great Northern Temple of Karnak. So you see the couple brothers up there was brothers. That's why they was up on the temple doing the ritual. And then you see all the rest of the people. So that's a lot of people back there. You see what I'm saying? And so this is enough. And this is in the Mystery System book. the most ancient Grand Lodge and step pyramid of Sakara for the most illustrious Grand Master Zolja, seer, builder, architect, brother Imhotep. Brother Imhotep. So this is the oldest Grand Lodge of ancient Egypt, right there. I'm saying the Sakara complex. You see, right? And so, like I say, this was the first time any other books, you open it up, you're gonna see words and they dropping some heavy knowledge. But Dr. Ben's books was the first books that you could open up and you see temples, you see the pharaohs, Imhotep, you understand, architect and builder for Zolja, third pharaoh of the third dynasty, calculated 2780, 2680 BCE. Also physician, poet, philosopher, astronomer, grand vizier, and author. You see, let me bring it down. And again, what did Dr. Ben say? Thousands of years before the birth of the first Harabu, Abram. These two Alkebalanians conceived, planned, and engineered this wonder of the world. There was no Adam, there was no Eve, even the Garden of Eden, and God, Yahweh, Jehovah, were not in existence. The first book of Moses, otherwise called Genesis, was not yet even thought of, for there was no Moshe Moses. Yes, it was built by the so-called Africans south of the Sahara, the original fellow craftsmen of the education mysteries system of Tameri. You see what I'm saying? So even when you start hearing motherfuckers talking this so-called, but it was Dr. Ben that started putting Tameri, Seti, Puanik. This was Dr. Ben putting that information in there. So you niggas need to tighten up on where it come from. You see? And so right here, this is showing Dr. Ben celebrated his jubilee year in Egypt, Northeast Africa, in 1989 with three African students, and their teacher from New York City, along with the governor Osman of the Aswan region in Egypt. Okay? In Egypt. This August 1989, one of the many educational tours conducted by Dr. Ben during the last 30 years, from 1957, Wait a minute, what? He said Ben was a Jew. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, of course at one point in time, he was a Jew. But he was a philosopher, nigga. He was from Ethiopia. Wake your silly ass up. And he said, you don't even know the story of Dr. Ben, you fool. Dr. Ben said, God damn it, his father sent him to damn Egypt, and he said he could no longer uphold nothing that came out of the Judaic religion. Nigga, what the fuck was you? Was you born conscious, nigga? What was you? Nigga, you might still be that. You understand? No, we got to beat niggas up. We got to beat niggas up, because they're just showing nigga ain't worth nothing. Nigga, you silly. You understand what I'm saying? This August 1980, and so for 30 years, this is 1989. Now, I saw Dr. Ben in Egypt in damn 2003. Oh, yeah, right here. This was when Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark in 89. I seen both of them tag teaming. Woo! Nothing but fire. Nothing but fire. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing but, there they go right there. 1990. I saw the master teachers right there in Detroit. Look at them. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, this is when wait a minute, what the one with me and Dr. Ben in? Right here in Aswan. You see what I'm saying? Right there in Aswan. You understand what I'm saying? Right there in Aswan. This is on Matter of fact, this is on Elephantine Island. You understand what I'm saying? I see this is right here on Elephant. And you know what? I didn't even go with Dr. Ben. I was with the master teacher, Ashrod Quasey. You see what I'm saying? And you know, I seen, you know what? I seen Dr. Ben walk through the damn hotel door. I couldn't even believe it was Dr. Ben. I couldn't even believe it. I said, what? Is that Dr. Ben? Man, I ran right up on Doc. I say, Master Teacher, how is you in Egypt at this time? And you know what? Dr. Ben wasn't feeling good. He wasn't even right there on there. He wasn't feeling good. And so I took the picture with the man. I was young too. Young Nubian. You see what I'm saying? And you know, Dr. Ben was just sitting there, and I noticed that, you know, he was quiet. You know what I'm saying? And I say, you know, and so, you know, I say, man, I think Dr. Ben need to go chill. You know what I'm saying? And they came and took him upstairs, and I come to find out Dr. Ben had a stroke. He had a stroke out there. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, wow, you know what I'm saying? I was very nervous for Dr. Ben at that time, because I'm like, damn, Doc wouldn't give Egypt up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Dr. Ben wouldn't give Egypt up for nothing, even in his days when he knew. And so this is when I went to Harlem to see him that time. That was in 2000. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, now I laugh because when I went to Egypt, but when Dr. Ben and them was going to Egypt, man, it didn't look like it was nobody out there, man. They didn't clean them areas up way, you know, to the point where, you know, they got it for tourism and, you know what I'm saying? But it looked like it wasn't nobody out there when they was out there. And so you see my uncle way in the back and Dr. Ben down, you know how when you stand, you know, like a real G, and the G is for God, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. And so even when I was going to do my lectures in Harlem, you know, I would bring the young G's up, you know what I'm saying, to meet Dr. Ben. I said, y'all got to come meet the God. You know what I'm saying? And you see, you know, and you know what? When I used to come there, now this is in the Bronx over there at the nursing home. What's the name of that nursing home? Wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? And I could tell that's when he was starting, when he wasn't just got up in there. Because that was, I believe, 2012. You know what I'm saying? That's 2012. You know, and so I used to always, when I got in there, I used to ask Dr. Ben, you know what I'm saying? I know he wanted something. I said, Dr. Ben, what you want something to eat? And you know what Dr. Ben used to always say? I said, what you want, Doc? He said, I want me some shrimps. Dr. Ben said he wanted some shrimps. And shit, I used to go right across the street. They had a little shopping center across the street, get him some shrimps. You understand what I'm saying? Leave him some money on his books. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, I was the one, and I don't put it out there like, you know, because I was the one that told people he was over there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you watch the video, when I was on, I was getting ready to debate, you understand, on this silly ass Malachi Z. York. And I was asking Dr. Ben, you understand what I'm saying, about Malachi Z. York. And he was right there. So if you see him in the bed, he's in Harlem Hospital. And then from Harlem Hospital, Bay, what was the name of that? It had Bay in it. Damn. I forget the name of that damn nursing home. But anyway, this is where he went. You know what I'm saying? So after I thought he was gonna leave Harlem Hospital and go back home, and then I found out he went over to this. And so I went right on over there and I did the video, and I say, you know what, Dr. Ben is in here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check on the master teacher, this, that, and the third. I don't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to say bad about, because, Dr. Ben told me a lot of things that is silent. It'll pass with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because he kept it secret. You understand what I'm saying? And so if he kept it secret, it ain't nothing that, that's going to hurt the people. But, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit out here, you just don't know. I'll tell you that. Bay Park. That's right. Bay Park Nursing Home. That's right. Bay Park Nursing Home over there in the Bronx. And so, Dr. Ben is most definitely the God of gods that woke us up to the Nile Valley. And he gave the other great teachers. And they just as necessary as Dr. Ben in many ways, because they came with a presentation and a package that was so ruthless that you got to respect them. You understand? But he is the opener of the way. You understand what I'm saying? He is the opener of the way. All right. I got somebody out there. King Oz, what's up, God? Paralyzing. I'm going to get me some more ruthless scholar moderators out there. You know what I'm saying? That's going. Now, I'm going to get y'all on the team. Don't worry. The very next time, I just got to figure out how to, go in here and do it. And very next time, I'm going to say, where my ruthless scholar moderators at? And then I'm going to plug y'all in. And Patai is always usually there for me. You understand? King Oz is in the house. Appreciate you, King. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Because we running this motherfucker. You can believe that. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to give y'all a platform. You understand what I'm saying? That, so y'all can say, goddamn, Seti. Dr. Ben say so and so and so and so. Now, if you deviate, Seti, explain to us. You understand what I'm saying? What is, why are you deviating? Or this, that, and the third. And that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We all need that. You know what I'm saying? We all need that. You know what I'm saying? And this makes you feel, that the information that's being provided to you is worthy. You see what I'm saying? Is worthy. And so we want to give great honor to the master teacher. And then we're going to come back to Dr. Ben. We ain't done. We just opening up the door, and we're going to most definitely have more videos on the master teacher so I could get in depth with this master teachers. I'm going to get into all the great scholars. And so, family, I appreciate y'all being in the house. Appreciate y'all being in the house. Showing respect to the master of masters, the Grand Master, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakinan. Make sure y'all get on over there, kingseti.com, generalseti.com, my Patreon, General Sara Seti. All the links are in the video description. kingseti.com, 15% off whatever you buy. There is no amount whatever you buy, 15% off. You see what I'm saying? Showing love to the family. You see what I'm saying? I'm out of here. I'll be black. I'm about to go over here. You know what I'm saying? General Seti, how to regain your raw consciousness. How to regain your raw consciousness, because a lot of you niggas have lost it. All right? So get on over there. This is the General Sara Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beach daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. And to the King Oz, when you block them motherfuckers, make sure you block their ass. Make sure they never come back. Black power.